What is going on, Facebook? It's day 168. Saba Ali here, world's first person who is documenting their senior by doing a daily Facebook Live and Instagram strategist. So it's day 168. It is Thursday, and it's around 2 o'clock here, actually, in Iowa. I just got done, doing some work for classes, so I figured I would do this live because typically I do my lives, later in the day, but I kind of had a break with doing some work, so figured that I'd jump on here. And I was thinking about how I was actually working on my website, Unforgettable by Saba. I just finished it, so go check it out, guys, if you guys have never been on there. But I started to think to myself, the way that I brand everything is really based off of, who I am and my personal brand. So Unforgettable is based off of creating that type of movement for females in the industry who pretty much want to become a better version of themselves. And your brand is literally everything. I mean, if you don't have a brand, people pretty much don't know who you are. It's really based on anything, even if you have like a brick and mortar store, if you have, just an online store. It really comes down to, okay, does that person know who they are buying from? Or are they buying from someone that they've never heard before? And that's like a good correlation to really anything. I mean, places like Starbucks, they've gotten so popular, over the last couple of years. And yeah, it's probably because of their coffee, but it's also because of their brand, Starbucks. People know there, and immediately when people want coffee, they think of Starbucks rather than, I don't know, some off-brand, even McDonald's. I know they sell, coffee or something, but kind of going off of that. So, I mean, if you are a starting entrepreneur and you are trying to sell a course, you might have a really good course. But if you're running against someone like Gary Vaynerchuk, who actually has a known brand, who is that person going to go to buy that course? It's probably going to go to the person that, they're more known for their name and their brand. So, I mean, you might have the best course and it might be better than everyone else's, but if no one knows who you are, then that really kind of defeats the purpose of even building something to sell products, to sell courses. And for me, I mean, I didn't even know this. I didn't even have a brand until 2 years ago, until when I actually started to build up my brand and be known as that, college student who is still being a full-time entrepreneur and doing both things while being in college. So that was kind of on my mind, just because I know a lot of people, they're contemplating be going back and forth between, okay, do I first build a business or do I build a brand, or how do I go about doing this? And it's always starting first with your brand, your personal brand or your business brand. What is your image? What do you want to portray to your audience? And I actually work through this with my clients for Instagram. It's the same thing. When you go on someone's Instagram or someone's Facebook, you go on their account, what do you want to show off as, for me, for my business account on Instagram, it's Unforgettable. And I just have quotes on there, and I have a visually appealing design, so when someone goes on there, they're like, oh, okay, this is about actually inspiring other people. It's about a movement. It's not just about, t-shirts. It's not just about blah, blah, whatever. It's not all over the place. So when I work through with my clients is going through that step-by-step process on visualizing first, okay, what is it that you want your signature look to look like on Instagram or on Facebook or anything else that you're doing, and portraying that in a way that every time that someone goes on each of these different platforms, they know that this is you, this is your brand. And that's how I've, built up my own. People know me as that college student who's building up their brand, being a full-time entrepreneur, doing both things. And, and I go to events, and when people even know me on campus as that, oh, you're an author, you wrote that book, that's so cool. So doing things like that and actually still putting out content on social media and being consistent with it. Because it's one thing to, have a title and have your brand, but if you're not consistent with it and you only post like every month, no one's going to know who you are. So doing things in a way where, number one, is first knowing exactly what you are doing and what you want to be known for. Number two is putting actual content on your social media every single day. And it doesn't have to be like a shitload of content, just like doing something consistently. Like for me, I'm documenting my senior year. I do this daily live every single day. And whether it's like a minute or 5 minutes long, 10 minutes long, I still always do it. And I used to actually write blogs. So every Monday I would write a blog. It didn't really go with what I'm focusing on right now, so I dropped that. But I still do something consistently so people can look out for my stuff when they are on social media. So that's a really big thing, because even when I follow people and when I follow influencers on Facebook, I follow them because I see their content everywhere. Like literally everywhere I see their stuff. So that also, helps me to think about, okay, I want to follow this influencer because they know what they're talking about, because they're actually dedicated and passionate about what they're working on. So for you guys, if you're wanting to build up your personal brand, if you're wanting to teach other people about how to build up your personal brand, if you want to sell courses, products, you want to get clients, start putting content out there, start building up your personal brand, do stuff that you think that won't convert, that will convert later. Because I've learned that, throughout my 2 years of entrepreneurship, is just putting stuff out there and seeing it grow day by day. And it really does take a while. So, you're not going to see success just like that. It took me a while to build up, everything that I'm doing, still building right now. But yeah, it does take, dedication and consistency for everything that you guys are doing. So that was my little spiel for the day. If you don't have a personal brand, you really need to create one. Otherwise, you pretty much do not have like a business or anything at all. Don't first start with your product. Start with building an actual brand out of either yourself or your business or your product. Besides that, I have exciting news. I am going to be hopefully launching my t-shirts next week. I've been putting that aside just because I've been focusing on everything with my Instagram clients and speaking and everything else that I'm working on. But be on the lookout. I'll be making posts and Snapchats throughout the entire weekend. I'm actually setting it up on my website right now, so super pumped. I'll show you guys. So I'm actually creating the designs on my Illustrator right now. So one of them, give you a sneak peek, one of them is the quote, "Dream yourself." So I'm actually, this is my logo, and this is going to be one of the quotes that's going to be on the t-shirts. So kind of going back and forth on how I want just the layout to look like and everything like that. So it's pretty exciting. If you guys want to know when these shirts are going to be out, there's actually a link on my profile picture. There's like a caption, and there's a link to opt in to get an email on when my shirts are going to be available. So if you guys want to do that, go check it out. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Keep on grinding. In here in Iowa, it's actually snowing. There's like a blizzard going on, and it's supposed to be snowing until 7 a.m. So I'm like, oh, that's so crazy. So hopefully your guys' weather is a lot better than mine right now. But that's all I have for you guys. Keep on grinding like usual, and make sure to stay unforgettable. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.